0 dB.
Okay, I'm just doing a... Oh, yuck, my voice.
Minus 17.5049 dB. Speech off.
My voice is bloody crackling today. Ugh. I'm just doing a test with Recorder HQ. I don't think that I recalled yesterday that I can use BossJock to send recordings, but I don't really have to. Oh, this is what you get for catching a cold, guys. Oh, so I don't think I recall ever thinking of the fact that I can use Recorder HQ to save stuff to my camera. Thing is, for some reason, this app processes camera conversion very slowly, whereas if I'm in BossJock Junior and I save audio as a camera file, it processes really quickly. So for now, I'll just keep both of these apps in my phone, and if I don't need either one of them, I'll just delete the one that I best don't like the most, because that way I can still upload videos to YouTube, and when I'm done with it, I can just delete the recording off the camera in my phone, because there's no use keeping a copy of my recording that I've got on YouTube and I've also got a copy in my phone. Like, there's no point having two copies of the same recording. If it's up on YouTube, it stays up on YouTube. I don't have to keep a copy of it. Not unless I know I have to delete the YouTube recording and fix the copy of my recording, but I usually don't have to do that. So yeah, for now, we'll see what happens. The other thing I did consider was downloading another recording app, which is more specific to actually editing recordings, where you do a recording and later on, if you realise, oh crap, I was meant to add something to that, you can fast forward through the recording, get to the end of the recording, and keep recording. I can't remember if you're able to do this with Recorder HQ, I can't remember. I can't remember if you can, start at the end of a existing recording and keep going with the recording. I can't remember if you can do that with Recorder HQ. I have a feeling you possibly can, but I can't remember how. There are other recording apps which are easy to adjust the position of your recording, and when you're at the very end, you just double tap on stop or record, depending on what you want to do with it. And then all I'd need to do then is copy it to Recorder HQ and then merge it with an existing file. Or at least put it in Recorder HQ to save to the camera roll, or whatever I wanted to do. I could even use BossJock for that. It just means that when I want to come back to a recording later, I don't have to say, well, I've had to start up a new recording, because I can do that. But it's a bit like, why? Why do I need to start a new recording when I can just start at the end of my other recording later? It would just make more sense to do that. So even if I use one recording app to do the recording and to make it how I want it to be done and the finished result, and then put it in BossJock or in Recorder HQ, then that would be the best way around it. I do prefer Recorder HQ because I can edit recordings better in that app. I cannot edit recordings properly in BossJock. I physically can't do that. What I do like about BossJock is if I copy this recording to BossJock Junior and it's a long recording, it takes like 5 seconds to go into the camera. Whereas when I save videos from this app, when I save a file as a camera video recording, it can take a couple of minutes to process that recording into the camera, and I don't know why, but it still works. Anyway, I'll have to see what happens, but at least I found out that if I turn on YouTube in voice recorder settings, it still doesn't upload to YouTube. It just doesn't work. So now I just use the camera to upload everything to YouTube by saving audio to the camera and then uploading it to YouTube. It's the best it's the best way around it. The other thing I do like about BossJock Junior is I've got more control over when to record and when to stop recording. There is a mic trigger and a mic lock button in that app. The mic trigger is where you double tap and hold to record and release to pause the recording. So you've got to hold to record and release to pause, which can be good in some situations. And mic lock is basically your resume and pause, even though it doesn't say resume or pause, it just says mic lock. And it doesn't say unlocked or anything like that, it just says locked. And so I think that's bad for that app, because how do you know if you're recording or not without checking the timer? If the timer's going up slowly, it's working. If it's not, it isn't working. But if you've got a pause and resume button, you can immediately tell. If it says resume, it means, oh, you've paused. If it says pause recording, it means, hey, you're actually recording something. So yeah, now that I know what to expect with this, I just do it like, do a recording, save it to camera, and upload. But I always make sure that I've got my recordings how I want them to be before turning them into a video file, so that I know I'm not making a mistake with recordings. And this is a long way around, but instead of putting 4 recordings into the camera all at once and uploading, I do the first recording, upload that one, delete the one off Recorder HQ, then the next recording, delete that, etc. And I keep deleting videos off the camera as I go, so that I don't accidentally upload the wrong recording, because it doesn't say what the title of the video is, it just says the word video, and I'm like, which one is it? And then I have to play it to make sure I'm playing the correct video. Then when I upload the video, I delete that off the camera, and then I delete it off Recorder HQ, because then I know I'm not deleting the wrong one. And it's a really good system. If I have to do anything in a hurry, I just think, look, I've got the recording on Recorder HQ or BossJock Junior, whichever one. I'll just quickly fix it when I get home, because then I know I haven't stuffed it up. Fucking throat today. Yuck. Fucking bloody throat. Ugh. Anyway, I've got a good system worked out for my recordings, so I suppose it means I should bloody well save this and upload it. Hey.
Speech stop button.
Can you hear my nice runny nose? Yep, it's running today. Sorry guys, but now you know I'm not lying to you. If you think I'm lying, it doesn't sound like that when I don't have a cold, I can assure you. Oh, nose is definitely running. I have to blow it. I'll be back soon.